So look at the people surrounding you and say, hello, dignitaries. Say hello, important people.
We believe that every person matters. In citizen advocacy, we invite people into relationships where there will be great joy and great suffering. But we assume that a certain number of people, if they are asked, would choose to go on that journey with another person.
Over the past 35 years, close to 60, 70, 80 people have come to the podium to share their stories. We give people just a few minutes to try and share several years, sometimes decades, of what it means to know another person. Tonight we have several people who will do just that, who will share a little bit about their role as a citizen advocate. Their stories are personal and they are real. They are stories of people offering themselves to one another.
I've learned about grace in every sense of that word. The grace it takes to depend on others, even when you've been let down again and again. The grace to say, I trust you, even after years of unfulfilled promises. Being involved in a meaningful way with other people is what life is all about.
Since meeting Billy, I have kind of lost the name advocate and protege, which I never could remember anyway. And we have become very close friends and family and brothers.
We all have pain, we all have sorrow.
But all of these times have been wonderful. But also in life, you're having a good time, a wonderful time, but life throws some curveballs at you. We've also spent some very trying times together in the hospital. I probably got a lot of them mad, but I asked everything that was going on from the doctors and the nurses, and I was probably a real pain in the butt, but you know what? They knew somebody was looking out for Billy Hogan. And this was my first step in really learning what my role as an advocate was. But that did not matter to me because Billy had already become my friend.
When I met Herman originally, the whole premise was just, I want to find a job. And I think what I discovered was finding the job was the easy part. What would you like to do?
I would like, in the future, I'd like to have my own house. Even though my mother doesn't want me leaving her, but in the future, I'd like to have my own house, have a job for the future, which I already had that plan, and that job is become a sport analyst.
Okay. So this is, he wants to leave home, have his own house, be a sports analyst. So how do we make that happen?
If we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow.
Being an advocate means exposing yourself to pain. You can't fix everything all the time. People have pain, it's that simple. Once I thought I had all the answers, but I didn't have a clue. Now I know how to walk where he walks without judging, without preaching. This friendship has opened my heart. That's the gift.
I have learned a great deal during the past 3 years, and a lot about how the system works, and more about how it does not work, and about what people need, and what people want, and about what's worth doing in this world. I do know that Billy Holt has done far more for me than I can ever do for him. What Billy Holt has taught me is that we are all brothers, and there are no others.
You don't make all that many true friends. Doing what I do is just hard. But Herman is one of them. And for that I'm very thankful.
No one can fill those of your needs that you know.
would it take for Billy Holmes to one day have his own home and have a real job and a place in this community?
What is our place in trying to help people who has drive and focus as clear as this to get where they want to go? And that's still an open question.
It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
All, no matter what our disabilities, and we all have them, we all want the same things. We all have pain, we all have disappointments. We're no different from one another. We just want someone to say, I love you.
Black and white pattern of how things are supposed to be. The black and white pattern of who's supposed to be with who's supposed to live well, who's supposed to not have much life at all. That kind of fades into the background. And a more colorful way of looking at what Savannah can be like comes into focus tonight. That's what we hope anyway. And that's really the invitation that I think we leave each and every one of you with tonight, an invitation to find ways to draw closer together.
The people, the people, the people.
My favorite part of tonight's event was to hang out with all of these people.
And be with friends.
Well, I like getting to see all my old friends here, and the food. And the blue cake was really good. The blue cake with old friends was my favorite part.
Eat with everyone. It was kind of a bonding moment. The food. It's always the food. There's always great food. There's a great combination of food. A lot of different tastes, a lot of different cultures, and it's always fun. Singing Lean on Me. Me too! The stories. Likewise, the stories.
I heard a quote somewhere that said in the end we're all stories, and I think that an event like this summarizes it up, because these are just average people, but when you hear the stories, you're hearing something very profound. You're hearing greatness.
Somebody to lean on.